All right, so this is a 24-inch, 180 hertz gaming monitor that costs, I would say, way less than most high refresh displays are. But the big question is, should you actually buy it or skip it and invest some more money somewhere else? So after using it, I can tell you right now that this monitor does make sense. I would say like a budget gamer. And there are definitely some who should absolutely look somewhere else. But by the end of, I'd say, this video, you'll know if this is a smart budget upgrade or just another spec trap that tries to get you to buy something that's not worth it. Anyways, let's get the basics out of the way. So as you can see here, this is a 24-inch full HD monitor, 1920 by 1080 resolution. It does run at up to 180 hertz for those that have a display that actually, supports that. It has a claimed 1 millisecond response time using an MPRT, and it has a 180R curved panel. It also has AMD FreeSync support. It has HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4. And of course, on the back, it's a Visa mount compatible. Price-wise, I'd say this monitor usually falls, or definitely falls, into the budget category. Probably somewhere in that $150 price point, Canadian, depending on what kind of sale you can possibly find. So that means it's actually competing with, say, basic 60 hertz and 144 hertz monitors. Definitely not high-end gaming displays. So this is pushing out 180 hertz. Now let's talk about how it actually performs. So I would say the biggest strength here, of course, is its refresh rate. So 180 hertz makes a noticeable difference if you're, let's say, coming from a standard 60 hertz monitor. And of course, a computer that can support higher than that. Games are going to feel smoother, motion is going to be cleaner, and everything will just feel a lot more responsive, especially in, let's say, fast-paced shooters and racing games. So is this going to be as smooth as a 240 hertz or higher end, let's say, esport monitor? Well, definitely not. But for the price, the jump from, let's say, 60 or even 74 hertz to 180 hertz is pretty massive. Also, the curved screen is a nice touch. The 1800R curve adds a bit of immersion, especially in things like games and movies. It's not extreme, but it does help pull you into the screen a lot more than, let's say, a flat panel. And I use curved displays for everything. One thing I didn't expect to appreciate as much as I actually did was the actual size and portability of a 24-inch monitor. So because, again, of its size, it was actually small and light enough for me to take on a road trip. I actually used it while traveling, did a bunch of work on it, played some games. It was easy to pack, easy to carry and set up without feeling that it was bulky or inconvenient. Something that you usually wouldn't be able to say about a larger gaming monitor. Again, any of these ones back here, I definitely wouldn't have taken them. So that also makes it, I would say, a solid option if you need a secondary display or a third display or a travel setup or something that you can just move between locations without any kind of hassle. Maybe you're going to use it as a camera monitor. But it's not all perfect. There are definitely limitations that you have to think about, right? This is still a 1080p monitor. And at 24 inches, I think that's totally fine for gaming. But if you are used to higher resolution displays, you are going to notice that your text and your desktop work area just isn't as sharp than if you had a 1440p or a 4K monitor. And it's also not a monitor for color critical work. So if you do photo editing, video grading, or professional design work, I don't think this is the display that you're going to want. The colors are fine, again, for gaming and just say everyday use, but they're not accurate enough for serious, creative work. Now, it also has FreeSync, and that does help reduce, let's say, screen tearing and stutter when your frame rates fluctuate, especially on mid-range GPUs, which is actually what I have. But this still isn't meant for ultra-competitive esports. So if you're chasing that 240 hertz or higher refresh rate from your high-end computer, you're going to need to spend more on a monitor. It is what it is. And if you're a console gamer like me, looking for a true 4K experience from, let's say, a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, or Xbox Series X, then this monitor definitely isn't designed for that. Now, if you have a Series S, then you should be okay. Anyways, here's my kind of final thoughts. I think you should buy this monitor if you want smooth gaming on a budget, or you're upgrading from a 60 hertz display, or you'd like that added immersion of a curved screen and you want something small enough. This is the big one for me, small enough that you can move it around or possibly take it traveling with you on, like, let's say, road trips. But I think you should skip this monitor if you need, again, high-end color accuracy, or you need competitive refresh rate, so that 240, or you're someone that, you know, wants that high-end 4K, right, for your consoles. But for the price, I think this is a solid budget gaming monitor that delivers where it matters most, and that's in its performance. It's nice and smooth, as long as you understand its limitations. Anyways, if this helped you in any way decide if you want this monitor, hit that subscribe. We always have good, wholehearted, honest tech reviews. Let me know what kind of monitor you guys are using. Let me know if 1080p is fine for your gaming, or if you're someone that likes to bust it out in 1440 or 4K. I honestly, on my computers back here, 1080, 1440, it really all depends, as long as I can get to that refresh rate. And again, I'm not chasing the high-end 240. My monitors, if I can get over 60 and 90, I'm pretty happy with that for games. Uh, so this pushing out 180, not bad. I just, as of now, really don't have a computer that can push that hard. I think the highest I got this one up to was maybe 120, which is what my computers really can push out. Oh no, I think I had one game I got up to 150 and 160. So yeah, it was smooth for sure. Definitely smooth. All right, guys, links down below. I'll see you guys next video. Later.